Oh, here we go. I think we're back. I can see a live picture now. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. All right, I think we're back. I got a call from Walgreens, and I think somehow that interfered with stuff. All right, we're back. We're back in action. All right, cool. So one interesting thing here with this cemetery is they've got these paths. Look at this. They're all over the place. They're like walking paths. Really cool. Just think of all the work that they put in here years ago. Years ago, when people cared more about these older cemeteries. Of course, the newer cemeteries are the first generation people are visiting, and they're in much better shape, but the older ones, oh, I'm glad I'm back. I thought we were gonna have to end it there. There's one more thing I want to show you that we're heading towards. We're at 40 minutes. Okay, we're good. We got plenty of time. How's the picture? Clear? All right, good. You use CVS? That's funny. My prescription's ready. Look at this. Oh, I think we walked by this once. I recognize this one. Too bad these pictures are so washed away from the elements, huh? Wonder who these people were. H. Wyman. Now Troost, now look at this. Remember Frank Troost? Look at this. That has to be our Frank Troost, who is probably the third generation or fourth of who his great-grandfather or grandfather probably did this monument. This is mostly German here at this cemetery. So yeah, I would love to know if anybody can find anything on that story of the scarecrow in the woods that I saw. You can almost see her likeness here. Exactly. Years from now, they're going to be looking at our stones, except they'll be looking at our sandblasted, etched images. Hopefully those last, like the porcelains. Amanda says blurry. I hope I got good bars here. Should be all right. Ron, how did you hear about the abandoned mausoleum? Scotsman, $10. Thanks. Which abandoned mausoleum? The one we looked at? I didn't hear about it. A lot of the stuff, I do get suggestions from you guys, the viewers, some, but I'm very picky. It has to totally intrigue me for me to do it. But Sylvia Likens is on my list for a year now. I'll get to her someday. But a lot of the stuff like that, you have to come out on foot and walk and find it. That's what I do. I find stuff because I spend a lot of time, like a lot of people, just walking the cemeteries because I love it's really fun. You guys like doing it, right? Nana says clear here. Deidre, great picture. All right, good. Isn't this so beautiful? Now the sun's coming out. So I'm walking one of these. Let me get on the path here. Look at these paths. Isn't that something? They're all over here. Imagine all the work to do this. Please do Elva Shu. Who's that? It is a beautiful fall day. Yeah, Sylvia Likens story. I can't get her picture out of my mind. I always, for some reason, I have electronic notes and I save pictures of the stories and I always see her picture. Such a lovely picture, and you just think, ugh. You guys ever hear of Belle Gunness? Now, that's a story I've been asked to do. I won't do it because I think it's cenotaph. I don't think you can find her grave. I don't like doing cenotaphs. I only go to real. But here in the cemetery and we're gonna go, I don't know if, maybe between now and we're almost there. Well, we're not almost there. We're about 200 yards away from where one of her victims is buried. Now, I don't know, I don't have the list of names, but when we get over there, I'll scan some stones and maybe we can look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't scout this. You just walk along, and if you spend enough time, you're gonna find these pictures, and with them, you're gonna find the stories. I mean, that's what makes this all intriguing. It's like an adventure. Whoa, these are really good pictures, guys. Look how clear. It's almost like going back in time, right? Let's just, Maureen, $10, thank you. Look at that. I'm hoping the picture is clear for you as it is for me, because these are just... So the name here is Rode, or Rhodey, and I will, let's look at these stones, at least record them, so maybe we can look them up and find out what their backstory is. I'm guessing they were a wealthy family. Here's the son, Harry, 1883 to 1935. Very interesting. There's a lot of cool mausoleums here, really old. You guys like my hat? I'll put it back on here real quick. Man, I'm so glad the picture came back. Isn't this beautiful out here? How's that? Now all I need is the spooky eyes, the pug nose, and the sharp teeth, right? Creature Features. That's a show I used to watch. Speaking of WGN, Fraser Thomas and Creature Features. And Svengoolie. Any of you guys ever hear of Svengoolie? He's from Chicago. Berwyn. We're actually right by Berwyn. That's what he would always say. Berwyn. $10 from SG. Thank you. All Hallows Ween. Here's another face. Melting away. Isn't that spooky? All right, can you guys read this? I cannot. Maybe you can. Looks like Johann Koch. Well, it's not that Johann, the guy that's buried at Dunning, who murdered all his wives. No, Dunning is a sad story. Do you guys remember that episode I did? The Dunning Asylum on the north side here? And all those people, 40,000 people buried there, and those condos are right on top of them. What's this here? Forks and knives? All right, haven't seen this before, guys. Looks like a plunger. What is that? That's not a fork. Is that a crucible, or what is that? I know you guys will know. Svengoolie Room. I think he's still around. I hit one of his videos before I started this channel, and I connected with his wife who was running the channel, just in comments, just saying I'm a big fan. I love that. With the chicken. Didn't he have a chicken or something? It was all about rubber chickens flying around. Svengoolie. Look at this. You could go look in there. Not from here, though. Gotta love the mausoleums. What are you guys doing tonight? Anybody got some crazy plans? Probably last night was the night. Like I said, I was at Britton's, his bar last night. It's called Ricochet's. Man, that place was hopping. Watched the Bulls game there, watched the Bulls win. And then everybody in costumes was coming in to Ricochet's. Shout out to our moderators. Absolutely. Thank God we have them. Kimberly, Twyla, Ashley, Debbie, thanks so much. You know, I can't really see, but I'm assuming I saw some comments, we've had some real zeros come in. Oh, it's Halloween. What do you expect? So I've got a good episode tonight I think you guys will like. We start out at the graveyard, kind of do it different. We start at the cemetery and we end up at the murder scene. And I'm in the woods at dusk, and by the time we get really into it, it's dark. And I found something kind of early on. We found what might be some evidence. Kind of cool. Svanguli's original casket at Chicago Broadcast Museum. Cool. All right, we are getting close to this thing that I want to show you. It has a really cool story. So I'll start to tell you the story now. So there's a massive mausoleum here. Britton was telling me about it last night. By the way, he knows a lot of the history. We're going to do another collab. We got a little plan. I think Svanguli's still alive. I think he's still alive. So in 1849, there was this guy named Ernst J. Lehmann, who was born. He came from Germany. And the family, when they came from Germany, they went, well, he came, you know, he was young, he was a kid. He came with his parents. And they first moved to a place called Manitowoc, Wisconsin. I think that is where I did that episode on Diane Oakwitz, that murder, which is a whole nother story. But once they hit Manitowoc, they stayed there, and then they ended up here in Chicago. His father was a basket weaver. A basket weaver in Germany. So they come here, he's a basket weaver, and he's making some money, not much, but enough to get by. And Ernst, he's an entrepreneur. So what does he do? He starts a department store. I mean, he started a little store, and he got married to a woman named Augusta. Now, it's not Augusta, guys. When you're talking German, it's Augusta. Not like Augusta, Georgia. It's Augusta, okay? So it's Augusta. Anyway, they had 7 children. Now, he ended up growing into a mogul. He was he was a department store pioneer, guru. And he founded a place called Fair Store, like F-A-I-R. I don't remember that store growing up. Well, it was probably gone in the 50s by the time, you know, I was born in 59. But anyway, it was called Fair Store. Started in 1875. And they were, you know, it was on State Street down there, or I don't know if it was on State Street, but it was right by Marshall Fields and all of that. It's a cool stone. Wilhelm Ryle, 1888. So he operated this cemetery. The connection of the cemetery is this cemetery before it was a cemetery back in the early mid 1800s, it was a picnic grove. And people would picnic here. So, and I think he was partners, or he owned part of this land. So this guy was crazy successful. I mean, he just made it big. They had 9 mansions. They had 2,000 acres. Right today, what's Villa Park, which is northwest suburb, way out there, actually northwest of where I live. They were like filthy rich. And then this guy had like a nervous breakdown. I think he was in his 40s, and he absolutely just lost it. And I think they say it was from overwork. So the last decade of his life, he spent in sanitariums. He died January 5th, 1900. He was 51 years old at a place called the Bloomingdale Asylum for the Insane, which is in White Plains, New York. Now, what's really freaky is that this mausoleum that you see here, we're coming to, this is their mausoleum. This is where they were interred, him and those that followed him. And it's probably the centerpiece here of the cemetery. And we're going to take a look at it. And they were all buried underground. And what happened was, there was some, and this I got from Britain. He said that they all were moved, and it is fact, they're not here anymore. They're at Graceland on the island in some fancy schmancy mausoleum. And all the bodies were taken out of here because someone in the family very early on had some superstition about this place. And it could be that they went down here. I'm just going to take a guess that they went down here underground because there's an entry on the other side. And I think they probably saw his ghost or something, right? I mean, why would you move everybody out here? Now, I didn't bring my flashlight. Maybe we'll come back. But, oh, maybe we can see something here. We can. All right, I can't see, but you guys can. Looks like bars or something. No, I have not seen this yet, guys. So I didn't think we'd be able to see in there. Let's see what we can see. Oh man, that looks kind of strange. That looks like something, looks like bars or something wrecked. Right? Ceiling caved in? Yeah, maybe. All right, so let's go over here, because when I drove in, I saw this was the entrance, and there's no markings on here whatsoever. There is nothing. Everything's wiped clean except for a Roman date on the other side. So yeah, something happened here, and I'm just going to take a guess, just logically, and here's the entry to the crypt. What do you guys think? I think that there's a good possibility that family member came to, or maybe it was a Sunday like today, maybe it was Halloween, and they came down here, and they went in, and they saw something that scared the crap out of them. All right, let's just see. Oh, I should have brought my flashlight. Now this place was wired for electricity. Here. Oh, we can maybe see. Hold on. Let's see if the phone gets focused. I'm using the phone. Oh, this is driving me crazy. It won't focus. Let's try this. Nope. All right, I'll have to be your eyes. So I'm looking in, and I can see crypts. And there's a huge metal. Gosh, I really want you guys to see this. If I have my other camera, let's just. Oh wait, we got an angle here. Hold on. There we go. That's going to be the view you're going to get. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Ceiling structure? If I move the phone, it's going to unfocus. What was that? Did you guys hear? Oh man, I'm not paranormal. Maybe it's my gimbal. No, that's my gimbal. Yeah, that sounded weird. Hold on, let me turn this thing back on. So look at this. Yeah, that's like some weird metal. So at least we got, oh, there you go, there's a view. Now on the left side, oh, what's that? What's that? Is that an open crypt? All right, I'm gonna hold it here with the idea that Somebody can freeze this, capture the image, blow it up. Oh gosh, I hope this comes out clear for YouTube. See, this is part of the fun. I thought we were just gonna look at the outside of this place because I drove by it. Let's see if we can see on this side. Okay, there's, oh, gosh, can't get the focus, guys. Wow, that is cool. See, this is fun. That's why I was like, love taking you guys with. All right, guys, we're at about an hour, so I think we're gonna close it out here. It was fun having you. Tag along, it's always fun. Hopefully I see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time for the premiere. And like I said, November, I'm gonna be taking most of the month off. I got 2 episodes a week, all teed up, but I gotta take some time off here. So, but I'll probably be back because I'll have the itch sooner than I think. So anyway, have a great Halloween finish to the weekend, and hopefully see some of you guys tonight. All right, adios. I bid you farewell, as Boris Karloff would say. Or was that Bela Lugosi?